He earned 15 million rupiah every month. For many people, that sounds like a good salary. In fact, for viewers outside Indonesia, 15 million rupiah is almost three times the monthly minimum wage in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia. Not rich, but comfortable. Enough for food, enough for rent, enough for transport, enough to save. At least, that was what Raka believed. But every month, the same strange things happened. On payday, Raka felt like a king. On the second week, he still felt safe. On the third week, he started checking his bank account more often. And on the last week of the month, he became a professional calculator. He counted every meal, every parking fee, every small payment, even the price of the iced coffee. And somehow, even with 15 million rupiah salary, Raka always ended the month with almost nothing. Sometimes only 200,000 rupiah, sometimes less. And the worst part was he did not know where the money went. One Friday morning, Raka woke up and checked his phone. Salary received 15 million rupiah. He smiled. Finally, he said. That morning, the city felt different. The traffic was still bad, the air was still hot, his office was still full of problems. But because his salary had arrived, everything felt lighter. At lunch, his friend asked him to eat at a nice restaurant near the office. Usually, Raka would think twice, but not on payday. Let's go, he said. The bill was not crazy, only 180,000 rupiah. But after lunch, they bought coffee, then dessert. Then Raka ordered a ride home because he was too tired to take public transport. By night, he had spent almost 500,000 rupiah, but he did not worry. He had just received 15 million. 500,000 felt small. That was the first trap. Small money feels small when big money just arrived. On Saturday, Raka met his old friends. One of them came with new shoes. Another one talked about his new phone. Another one showed photos from Bali. Raka smiled, but inside, he felt left behind. He was not poor. He had a good job. He worked hard. So why did he feel like everyone else was moving faster? That night, he opened an online shop app. He looked at a new smartwatch. He did not really need it. His old watch still worked, but the new one looked clean, modern, professional. The app gave him a message. Pay later, only 600,000 per month. Raka looked at the number. 600,000 did not feel dangerous, so he bought it. Then he bought new shoes, then a phone case, then a small bag for work, not because he needed them, but because he felt he deserved them. I work hard, he told himself. I should enjoy my life. That sentence became his favorite excuse. Every time he wanted something, he said it. I work hard, I deserve this, it is only once. But the problem was, only once happened almost every week. By the second week of the month, Raka had already paid many things: rent, electricity, internet, phone bill, paylater, credit card, motorcycle installment, gym membership, streaming subscription, food delivery, coffee, online shopping. The money did not disappear in one big explosion. It disappeared like water dripping from a broken pipe. Small drops, again and again, until the tank was empty. One evening, Raka sat on his room and opened his banking app. Balance 4 million rupiah. He was surprised. Wait, how? It had been only 12 days since payday. He opened his transaction history. At first, he blamed big expense. But there was no huge expense, only many small ones. 35,000, 80,000, 120,000, 48,000, 70,000, 200,000, again and again. He scrolled for 5 minutes. Food, coffee, parking, delivery, snacks, small shopping, extra data package, random subscription. He laughed a little, but it was not a happy laugh. It was the laugh of a man who just met the truth. He was not poor because of one big mistake. He was broke because of many small permissions. Every day, he gave himself permission to spend, and every day his future became smaller. But Raka still did not change, not yet, because real change usually does not happen when we understand the problem. Real change happened when the problem hurts. And for Raka, that moment came near the end of the month. It was Tuesday night. He was eating inside noodles in his room, watching videos on his phone. Suddenly, his mother called. Her voice sounded worried. Raka, can you help me a little? Your father's motorcycle needs repair. He used it for work. Raka sat up. How much, Mom? Maybe around 1,200,000. Raka became quiet. He opened his banking app. Balance 340,000 rupiah. His salary was 15 million. But when his parents needed help, he had only 340,000. He felt ashamed, not because his mother blamed him. She did not. She simply said, "It's okay, son. We will find another way." But that sentence hurt more. Because Raka knew the truth. He had spent more than 1 million rupiah on food delivery that month. He had spent almost 1 million on coffee and snacks. He had spent money on a watch he did not need. He had bought things that looked successful, but when his family needed real help, he was not ready. That night, Raka did not sleep well. He kept thinking, what is the point of earning 15 million if I cannot handle one small emergency? The next morning, he went to the office with heavy eyes. His friend Dimas noticed. You look terrible, Dimas said. Raka smiled weakly. I think I'm bad with money. Dimas laughed. Join the club! But Raka did not laugh. No, I mean really bad. I earn 15 million, but I have no savings. Dimas stopped smiling. Then, you didn't have a salary problem, he said. You have a system problem. Raka frowned. What system? Dimas opened his phone and showed him a simple note. My money rule, he said. Raka looked at the screen. It was not complicated. Emergency fund first, bill second, investment third, life after that. Raka stared at it. That's it? Dimas nodded. That's it? Boring, but it works. Raka shook his head. But I have many expenses. Dimas smiled. Everyone says that. Then he asked one question that changed Raka's mind. When your salary arrives, who get paid first? Raka answered quickly. Rent, bills, paylater, food. Dimas interrupted him. So, everybody gets your money first. The landlord, the bank, the coffee shop, delivery app, the online shop, but not you. Raka became silent. Dimas continued. You earn 15 million, almost three times Jakarta's minimum wage, but you treat yourself like the last person in line. The sentence stayed in Raka's head all day. The last person in line. He had always thought saving was what happened after spending. If there was money left, he saved. But there was never money left, because money without a job will always find a place to disappear. That night, Raka took a notebook. For the first time, he wrote down his real monthly life. Salary 15 million. Fixed needs rent, electricity, internet, phone, transport, basic food, family support. Debt and installment. Paylater, credit card, motorcycle. Lifestyle. Coffee, restaurants, shopping, subscription, delivery food, random weekend plans. At first, he wanted to lie to himself. He wrote small numbers, then he checked his transaction history. The truth was worse. His lifestyle spending was almost 4 million rupiah per month, not because he was living a luxury life, but because he had no limit. A coffee here, a ride there, a snack here, a discount there. Discount were not saving him money. Discount were making him spend money he never planned to spend. Raka felt angry. But this time, he was not angry at his salary. He was angry at his habits. So he made a new rule. On the next payday, before you buying anything, he will move money first. 2 million rupiah into emergency savings, 1 million rupiah to pay down debt, 500,000 for his parents. The rest will be divided for bills, food, transport, and lifestyle. Simple, not perfect, but clear. Payday came again. 15 million rupiah entered his account. His old self wanted to celebrate. Nice lunch, new shirt, coffee, maybe a weekend trip. But this time, Raka did something different. Before leaving his bed, he opened his banking app. He moved 2 million rupiah into a separate saving account, then 1 million for debt payment, then 500,000 for his parents. His main account became smaller immediately, and strangely, he felt scared. Wait, he whispered, my money is already gone. But then he realized something. The money was not gone. It had finally been protected. For the first time, Raka paid his future before paying his lifestyle. The first week was hard. His friends invited him to lunch at an expensive place. Usually, he said yes. This time, he said, I'll join, but I already bought a food. They teased him. Whoa, financial planner now. Raka laughed. No, just tired of being broke. At first, it felt embarrassing, but after a few days, he noticed something. No one really cared that much. People were too busy with their own problems. The fear of looking poor was bigger in his head than in real life. The second week was harder. A big online sale appeared. The app showed a countdown timer. Only 2 hours left. Big discount. Free shipping. Limited stock. Raka looked at a pair of shoes. He wanted them. He could afford them. But then he asked himself one question. If this was full price, would I still buy it? The answer was no. So he closed the app. It felt painful for 10 minutes. Then he forgot about it. That was another lesson. Most desires are loud but short. If you wait, many of them disappear. By the third week, Raka still had enough money. Not a lot, but enough. And that was new. He did not feel rich. He felt control. There is a difference. Rich is when you can buy many things. Control is when your money follows your plan. At the end of the month, something happened. His father's motorcycles needed another small repair. This time, Raka did not panic. He checked his account. Emergency savings, 2 million rupiah. He smiled. For the first time, he could help without borrowing. He transferred the money. His mother called him. Thank you, son. Are you sure you still have enough? Yes, mom. This time I planned for it. After the call ended, Raka said quietly, nothing big happened. No music, no celebration, no one clapped, but inside, he felt proud. Not the loud pride of buying something new, a quiet pride, the kind of pride that says, I am finally become responsible. Months passed. Raka did not become rich suddenly. He still made mistakes. Sometimes he ordered food too much. Sometimes he bought things that he did not need. Sometimes he joined expensive hangouts. But now he noticed it faster and he corrected it. His savings grew slowly. 2 million becomes 5 million, 5 million became 10 million, 10 million became 20 million. The number was not magic. The magic was the habit. One day, Dimas asked him, so, what's changed? Raka thought for a moment. My salary did not change, he said. My phone did not change. My city did not change. My office did not change. He smiled. I changed the order. Dimas nodded. What's order? Raka answered. Before, I spent first and saved what was left. Now, I save first and spend what is left. That was the whole story. Not dramatic, not complicated, but powerful. Because many people are not broke because they earn too little, some people are broke because their money has no direction. A 15 million rupiah salary can feel small if every rupiah is already promised to someone else. To the bank, to the apps, to the restaurant, to the online shop, to the image of looking successful. But the truth is simple. A good salary does not automatically create a good life. A good system does. Raka learned that income is only the beginning. Discipline decides the ending. And the most dangerous lifestyle is not the one that looks expensive. It is the one that looks normal but quietly takes everything. So, if you earn money, do not only ask, how much can I buy? Instead, you can ask, how much can I keep? Because one day, life will test you. Not with a big dream, but with a small emergency. A broken motorcycle, a sick parent, a lost job, a sudden bill. And on that day, your real wealth is not your salary. Your real wealth is the money you did not waste. Raka still earned 15 million rupiah, but now the end of the month felt different. He no longer waits for payday like a rescue boat. He waits for it like a builder. Because every month he is building something, not just lifestyle, not just an image, but freedom. And maybe that is the real secret. Money does not change your life when it arrives. Money changes your life when you give it a purpose.